to where they are in the advance. So this is where it all starts, and these guys have come such a long way, and I am so proud of them. And so I hope you enjoy our concert this evening. The very first piece that we're going to be playing for you guys is a piece called Taking It All In. It is written by Dr. Heather Hoffel. She is from Bloomington, and she is a doctorate in flute performance and music technology. This piece is part of her conservatory projects, and so I hope you enjoy Taking It All In. So for those of you who were able to come to our December concert, what a difference it makes. These guys have gone from making some very questionable noises, maybe a moose with a sinus infection, maybe a bear who didn't wake up super great, to the music that you guys just now heard. These guys have come so far. Not only are they having to learn how to manipulate these complex pieces of equipment, at the same time reading a foreign language and making it a conversation so that it makes sense. And not only have these guys done super well, we are now incorporating a new piece which is called Symbiosis, which is how everything in our world works together. And it's with an electronic backtracking. So these guys got to experience the difficulty of playing with a computer, which has no mercy. It's like, oh, you want to slow down? That's cute. Or oh, you want to speed up? That's cute. They don't do it, so the computer doesn't do this, and these guys have done exceptionally well, and I am so proud to present to you guys Symbiosis. Ready? Set. rows, so that was super fun. The next piece that we're going to play for you this evening is a piece called On Golden Spirits by Dr. Quincy Hillard. And this one's a tough one. And any band can play really loud, any band can play really fast. It's the bands that have the maturity to play slow and sustained and controlled. And we talked a lot about that control. It's like weightlifting. It's really easy to pick up a gallon of milk or water. It's really hard to slowly bring it down. So that's kind of what we were experiencing with this music, and it's super, super fun. But before we get into this, we have some fun people that I want to congratulate. So throughout the year, I have tons of challenges and rewards and quests for students to achieve. And I am pleased to announce that we have many who have accomplished a great deal of things. So the first prize that I'm going to talk about is what we call 60 in a minute. And it is a video game that they have to beat my high score, which is not easy. They have to identify a note every second with 100% accuracy. And they only have 1 minute to do that. So if you were a 60 in a minute challenge winner, please rise and be recognized. The next one, I have a series of challenges, and this is called our Band Ninja Master Challenge. And it's a series of challenges that get harder and harder and harder and harder and harder the more they go through it. If you have a white belt, please stand. If you have a yellow belt, please stand. Band Ninja Masters. So when they're going through things and they're experiencing all this music, it's those rewards and those challenges that these guys have really risen and have done exceptionally well, and I couldn't be more proud of them because it is so hard when you're this age to keep focused in a class where literally nothing exists outside of what we make it. Literature is still literature, it's still written word, and it means something to everyone who reads it. These little black and white dots on a single page literally mean nothing outside of what these guys do with it. It's like a series of emojis or secret context and all of these things. So I am so proud of them. So I'm going to now stop talking, and we're now going to do On Golden Spirits by Dr. Quincy. beginning, so first year players usually play something that's on the category of 25, maybe a 27. That piece that they just nailed is a great one. So they did a really, really good job in handling this. So let's give them a round of applause. From a dear friend of mine, we'll be talking on Facebook, I don't know if that counts as dear friend, but he's an absolute wonderful person, and that is Randall Stanbridge. He's a prolific composer, he's middle school director, and he knows what is fun music. And this one is all, we've got chains in the background, we've got hissing noises, it's loads of fun. We're going to make all kinds of noise with this one. So, without further ado, we're going to play Wrath of the Mechanical Monsters. I hope you enjoy. Is that?